And we is not permanent. Criminals, we accept. This means to counteract the force of distress is called happiness. Actually, there is no happiness. This is called Maya. Uh, just like I am in distress condition, puzzle, I take some intoxicant. Oh, this is called happiness. I remain in the same condition. After my intoxication is over, I come back again into the same condition. But I am thinking and happy. This is called Maya. Maya means, Ma means not. Ya means this. You are thinking like this, but it is not this. This is called Maya. You are thinking that you are happy, but you are not happy. Oh.
Mahabharata, 6th canto, different planetary systems of this universe. How each and every planet is different from the other by its atmosphere, by its inhabitants, dealings. Just like modern scientists, they are finding difference between this planet and the moon planet. They say that there is no living entity. That is not fact. They, even though they have reached the moon planet, it is not a fact that there is no living entity. Accepting they reached the moon planet, they might have gone to the part where it is desert or barren land, because in each and every planet there is such possibility. In this planet also, when I was passing through the Suez Canal, it is horrible desert. So if somebody drops in that Arabian desert and concludes that there is no living entity in this planet, it is simply foolish. Similarly, these people are going, maybe going, first of all I don't believe they have gone, frankly speaking. Even they have gone, they are landing in some part of the moon planet where there is no inhabitation. But there are different kinds of planets that we get from Vedic literature. Vibhuti Bhinnam. Bhinnam means different. And Vibhuti means opulence. Every planet has got special opulence, just like the moon planet. It is science. It has got a special opulence. It is science. The sun planet, it is so hot and so brilliant. Similarly, each and every planet, either small or big, they have got a particular type of opulence. That is stated in the membership. Jasta prabha prabhavatu jagadanda koti koti sasesa vasudha vibhuti bhinnam vibhuti bhinnam. In this planet also, different places have got different opulence, just like in India. You will find throughout the whole year brilliant sunshine. And in the Western countries, in London, Delhi, always moist, raining, cloudy. You cannot distinguish whether it is night or day. Now it is in London, and I was, I think, last year, in this time, December, the morning was at 10 o'clock, and the evening was at 3 o'clock. So, how many hours from 10 to 3? 5 hours day. And 19 hours night. So of course I was rising as usual early in the morning, so I wanted to go out. So I couldn't go out before 9:30 to the Vision Park, and it was full of snow and ice. It is very difficult to walk. So just like in this planet, there are different places of different conditions. So it is natural to accept it, that different planets have got different atmosphere, different opulence, different kinds of population living in cities. Kesava tuva jagata vichitra. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has sung, my Krishna, your creation is variegated. There are different types. So similarly, there are planets where Hades condition perpetually continue. Just like you can compare the northern pole with a Hades condition within this earth. And similarly, there are planets. So, and they are suffering. So Parikshit Maharaj inquired that Adhuna yaha mahabhago jathaiva naraka nara nana ugra jatana niya tanami vyakhatumar. You have described how this kind of sinful activities one has to take his birth in this kind of planet, or this kind of place. Now, please let me know how this suffering living entity can be delivered from this suffering condition. Different varieties of suffering conditions. Ugra. Ugra means very acute. If there is any means to deliver them. So that answer is given. Nachi lihaiva kuchitin jathang hang hasa kritasya kurjyana manaukti hi dhurvang savai preta narakanupaiti jeki pitame bhavatas sigmaja. So, my dear king, one has to suffer. This is the law of karma. According to the volume of sinful activity, one has to accept the reaction. There is no other alternative. Tasmat, therefore, puraiva siha papaniskito jateta mitto ravudyata atmana doshasya drishtya gurulaghavam jatha vishak chikitseta rujan nidanavit. Just like you are suffering from some disease, so according to the nature of the disease, you have to pay for its medicine. One is suffering from venereal disease, tuberculosis disease, asthmatic tendency, these diseases are considered very severe type of disease. Coughing or having some little fever, they are not very severe, but there are many severe diseases. So as you pay to the specialist doctor, or you pay for the medicine according to the severity of disease, similarly, Jasmadevam tasmat papastha niskrito prayaschitte yasita. You have to make treatment. And according to the symptoms of the disease, you have to undergo treatment. That is called prayaschitta. Just like if a man who has committed murder, his prayaschitta is that he should be hanged. This is prayaschitta, life for life. That is Manusangita. This hanging a condemned person, a murderer, is a mercy to him. That is stated in the Manusangita. So people are becoming now sympathetic that whatever is done, let this man be saved. This kind of sympathy is no good. The people are taking sympathy. A man is suffering from certain disease or certain miserable condition. They want to ameliorate it. This kind of sympathy is not thankful. He should suffer so that a reaction of his sinful activities in the past life should be diminished. If he does not suffer, then he will have to suffer more, continue, because he is condemned to suffer so much. If you minimize it now, that does not mean he will not suffer, he will suffer next life. Just like a man is imprisoned, and if your friend or your relative is imprisoned, by somehow or other you get him released by hook and crook. So when you are again captured, you are again severely punished. Both given. Is it not? The law. So how can you give relief to the suffering person who is condemned? If in your state law a man is suffering in the prison, and if you feel sympathy on him and try to give him relief and get him out by some hook and crook means, then both of you will be punished. Is it not? So how can you avoid the punishment by God's law? So this kind of sympathy, just like this Ramakrishna mission, Daridra Narayan Seva, under the plea of accepting the suffering humanity as Narayan and appealing to the compassion of the people, although they cannot do anything, actually they are not doing anything, but this philosophy is a rubbish philosophy. You cannot do. If you can do anything good to the people, then you can simply awaken them to Krishna consciousness. That is the best service. Other service you cannot do. Tipi satantra udam nibaddha. Just like by any means you cannot get release a man who is condemned in the prison. Against law. However sympathetic you may be to your friend, but you cannot release it. That is against law. Similarly, people are suffering undoubtedly, but they have to undergo the prayaschitta process. In the Shastras, there are prayaschitta process. Formerly, even our childhood days, we have seen in Calcutta, there is a special quarter of the Bhattacharya Brahmin. The Bhattacharya Brahmin's business is that if you have committed some sinful act, you should immediately go and consult the Bhattacharya. What is the process of prayashchit? It's like you go, in case of disease, consult a physician and take his prescription and diagnosis. Similarly, that was the Vedic system. You have read in the Chaitanya Chaitamrita that one Buddhimanta Khan, he was formerly, and he was a very rich man, and Nawab Hussain Shah was his servant when he was not Nawab. So he was a menial servant. So he stole some money, as servants are generally habituated. So he whipped him with his cane. So that whipping strike was on his backside. So when he was Nawab, so his wife saw it and inquired, "What is this scar?" So he replied the whole story, that I was formerly a menial servant to this Buddhimanta Khan, and I did something wrong. So as my father, he punished me. That's all. He was treating me as my son. So he admitted that he was so kind. But his wife said, "Oh, this scar is a defamation. If somebody sees and you explain, then it will be known that you are a menial servant previously." So the Nawab did not mind. You know what is there? I made it. Now what I am, that's all. So the wife requested that this man should be killed so that he may not disclose the secret of your life, that you are a menial servant at his house. No, this is he is just like my father, how can I kill him? This is not possible. So that's it. Then she advised at least make him monk, convert him to be a Mahavira. In those days, it was not very difficult. If somebody, a Mahavira, takes water from his water pot and simply sprinkle in somebody's body, he becomes Mahavira. The Hindu society was so rascal. It is there. Simply by sprinkling water from the pot of a Mahaviran, he becomes Mahavira. So this Nawab said, like I shall mind, sprinkle water, let him do what he likes. To satisfy his wife. So he did it. When he did it, then the society was so strong, he went to the Bhattacharya to consult. "Oh, sir, I have been sprinkled water by a Mahamita. So what prashchitta? What is called? What is English of prashchitta? Compensation? No. Atonement. So what kind of atonement I have to do?" So the Bhattacharya advised him that you take 1 kilo of lead and melt it and drink it. That is your atonement. So he said, how is it possible? This is the atonement for such simple activity. Just see, for the last 500, 600 years, why? For thousands of years, the Hindu society is so fallen. Therefore, so many Mohammedans have been created. They are not imported in this way. The Hindu population, they have been forced to accept Mohammedan religion. By the Mohammedans, just like Aurangzeb, he imposed one tax for the Hindus. So all the poor middle class, to avoid the traps they become married. And there was so much punishment by the Hindus. So she became a Mohammedan, so-called Mohammedan, by the diagnosis of the Bhattacharya. So this kind of prashchitta was current during the fallen days of the Vedic society. But in the Shastras there are, and every scripture, they say in Krishna, their prashchitta is to confess. Similarly, there are different types of prashchitta. So here, Parikshit Maharaj is advised Jatha Puraiva Jatha Divam Tasmat Papasya Niskrita Prashchitta Jati Kala Nitta Puraiva. So prashchitta, if you want to be free from the reaction of the sinful activities in this life, exactly in the same way, Christian Bible advises that you have to make some atonement, go to the church and confess your sinful activities and pray some time. Exactly in the same way, and Vedic scriptures also, that before death you must make some atonement, otherwise you will continue in your next life. Tasmat puraiva asu ya papaniskito jatita mittu rapigatya atmana. Before you meet your death. That is the system. Doshasya drishta gurulabhogam jatha, and you have to make atonement according to the gravity of your sinful activities. Jatha bhisak chikitseta rujan nidanavit. This nidanavit. Nidanavit, expert physician. He prescribes medicine and advises treatment according to the gravity of the disease. Similarly, you have to undergo atonement for the sinful activities according to its gravity. That is the system. Then the king is very intelligent. He is not only king, but he is a great devotee of Krishna, Krishna conscious. So he is replying, say, what is the use of this kind of atonement? Drishta sukabhyam jat papam janan napi atmano ahitam karoti bhuya vivasa prayasthitya matu katham. That what is the value of this atonement? If people continue to act sinfully, then what is the use of this kind of practice? This is a very intelligent question. If suppose a man suffering from venereal disease goes to a doctor and he prescribes some medicine and gives him some diagnosis that he should live in this way and that way. But after the disease is cured, immediately, if he commits the same sinful act, then what is the value of the treatment? The same thing, namnat balad jasahi papa buddhi. In every society this is going on. In our Krishna conscious society, or those who are Vaishnava, some of them are thinking like that I am chanting Hare Krishna mantra. So if I commit some sinful act, Then I shall again chant Hare Krishna and it will be adjusted. The Christians also think like that, that I may come and sing throughout the whole week and on Sunday I shall go to the church and confess it will be counteracted. So, this defective conclusion of the human society is interrupted here by the question of Maharaja Parikshit. दृष्टा सुतभ्यां जत पापम जाननपि आत्मनो अहितम करोति भूय विवश प्रायश्चित्तम मतो कथम. So people, they know that there is resultant action of this kind of sinful activity. He knows. And even if he does not know, he sees. Just like a man who has stolen, committed theft, one sees that he is arrested or he is punished, he is put into the prison, and still he commits, and still he knows. Similarly, we are hearing from the Shastra that if you commit this thing, this is mansa. Mansa, this very thing means mansa khavat. Therefore, flesh is called mansa. The animal which I am killing, he has the right to kill me and eat me. That is going on. Repetition. I kill you this life, and next life you kill me, and this life you have become a cow or goat. Next time I become a cow or goat. You have the right to kill me. This is called karma-bandha. So, we hear from the Shastra, we may not believe, but we can see practically that a man who has committed murder, he is also hanged. There is no doubt about it. Life for life. So how this foolish person very boldly killing enemies. If this is a fact, even in a state law, that life for life, how I can dare to commit murder or kill another animal? And this is conclusion. The Shastra says that you have to pay that particular individual soul by your life. That is the meaning of mansa. The Sanskrit word mansa. Mansa khadati. I am taking the risk when I kill one animal for eating. I am taking the risk that this animal sometimes will kill me. Exactly in the same way, life for life, murderer is hanged. That is the law of the state. So why not that law in the state of the Supreme? Is that very unreasonable? But they do not see. Prachitma says, the drishta sustva. In the scriptures, in the religious law books, I have heard it, that this kind of thing will be reacted by in this way, and drishta, and I have seen also that a man committing murder is hanged. So drishta sutya jat papam. So this kind of sinful activity, jananapi, everyone knows. Yesterday we were speaking of seeing and hearing. These experiences gathered by seeing and hearing is very important. This is tangible. So these two words have been used. Drishta sutva. By hearing and by seeing. Everyone knows that there is sinful reaction. Jananapi. What is the atmano ahitam? Atmana, it is a disaster for himself. He has to undergo so much punishment. Still karoti bhuya vivasa. Vivasa means automatically, he has been habituated, automatically commits the same sin. Vivasa. Prayaschitam asukakam. Then, if he remains always a victim to the sinful reaction, and if he is habituated to do that, so artificially, this kind of confession in the church or giving some bribe to the Bhattacharya, what is the meaning of this? Very practical question. If the man is habituated to commit sinful activities throughout the whole week, what is the use of his going to the church and confessing and give some bribe or you take any field. So, this is very intelligent question. There is practically no use. If you remain a thief always, so for your theft you are put into the prison, and as soon as you get out of the prison, again you commit theft. He knows that I shall be again put into the prison, still he commits the same thing. Actually there are many thieves. At least in India I have seen. There are businesses stealing, and they are put into the jail, and as soon as he comes out, again comes the same and put into the jail for many days. Yes, if you that will be discussed. This is the point. It is being discussed. It is not the question of atheism. Their point is, what is the use of going to the church? But the use is that if he goes to the church, if he actually hears about glorious life, to become devotee, to understand God, then the utilization of going to the church is all right. But if he goes with that spirit, that I shall go to the church and my sinful activities will be counteracted by giving some bribe and going to the church, then it is very good. But his motive is different. Church going is not for that purpose. That is a facility. Just like we are preaching, we chant Hare Krishna mantra and Chetadarpana marjanam, your sinful activities will be countered. Krishna says that you just surrender to me and I shall give you protection from sinful life. So if I think it is very good, then I shall go to Krishna, I shall take to Krishna consciousness, and he will protect me from sinful reaction. So it is a great opportunity. You become Krishna conscious and commit all sinful activities, Krishna will give me protection. That will create certainly atheism. What is this? Bogus. But that does not mean, so you surrender to Krishna, Krishna takes charge of your past sinful activities. But that does not mean that I shall remain Krishna conscious at the same time. I shall go on committing sin. For this facility, if anyone takes to Krishna consciousness, that is most sinful. That I shall take to Krishna consciousness because whatever sinful activities I shall do, it will be counteracted by Krishna. So that will create certainly atheism. What is this bogus stuff? Do you follow? Yes. But that is not meant for it. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted Jagai Madhai on the condition that they will not commit any more sinful activity. So whatever they have committed, That is excuse. They say, I am also accepted. Not that on the condition that you take to Krishna consciousness and whatever you do, it will be counteracted. We are not making that condition. We are making condition that you take to Krishna consciousness, whatever sinful activities you have done, that will be squared up. But you don't do any more. Don't have illicit sex, don't drink, don't do this, don't do this. You must take easy. Whatever you have done, that is no disqualification. That will